So Dr. J last week, he told us about parents and adolescents, and he asked us, what is the cause of child delinquency? And, the first thing on my mind was, it's parents, it's, obviously parents. And after the fact, he told us, no, it has obviously something to do with environmental influence, peer influence, just as much as parents. So yes, all of that is true. However, parents can influence children in many ways. So Erikson is a psychologist. He came up with these stages, how parents affect children from birth all the way to adolescence. So his first stage is from 0 to 18 months, and it's a trust versus mistrust stage. So basically what he means is, if a child is crying and the parent tends to him, he picks him up, he changes his diaper when he soils, or if he's hungry, and the mom or dad goes to him, the child knows he can trust the parent, right? So if the child is crying and the parent doesn't go to the child is going to be, my dad or my mom is not inconsistent with, my being. So automatically the child is not going to trust the parent. He's going to be like, okay, the world is inconsistent and it's unpredictable, and it can cause psychological issues. The next stage is from ages 3 to 5, and is control and power. Now, what control and power means is that if a child is playing and he's going through coloring a book, right? And he colors the book red. He colors the balloon red, and then the mom is like, oh, good job, that was a really great thing. The child's gonna be like, wow, I can do this on my own, I'm gonna color my book the way I want. He's gonna have control over that. If the mom is, saying, no, what are you doing? It's supposed to be pink. The child is gonna be like, oh my God, I need my mom for everything now. He's gonna feel like he has to answer to the parent in order to be able to do things. The last stage is the most critical stage, which is adolescence. We've all been through it, not being able to find themselves, not knowing who they are. It can be detrimental in a child's life if a parent isn't there to guide them towards the right path. If a child is, searching for who they are, and then the mom is like, you need to have your morals in check, you need to be positive, you need to do good in school, the child's gonna be like, you know what, hell yeah, I can do this, hell yeah. So if a parent's like, you are not important, you can do whatever the heck you want, the child's gonna be like, screw it, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna party, I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna smoke some pot, fuck yeah. So that's obviously not a good thing. The child is gonna be like all over the place, and it's just gonna eventually screw them. So what the heck can parents do? Parents can do so much that they don't even realize it. Parents, if you're coming from a broken home, so that means if you're separated or divorced, that means the child is gonna feel at fault. Automatically, if you don't show that child attention through that stage, because it's very difficult to be divorcee parents, to be a child of divorced parents, it's difficult. So if you're not showing the child the right attention, he's gonna feel like it's his fault. He's gonna feel like he's not getting attention, and in the future, he's gonna be like, you know what, my parents were divorced, so that means absolutely nothing to me. Finding love isn't of importance. It's just, that's very detrimental in a child's life. Another thing is mental abnormalities. This psycho parents, there are way more out there than you really think. Parents who are inconsistent with their discipline, who just are crazy and can't get their thoughts straight, that there are out there. I have a friend who's truly dear to my heart. She has parents who are kind of cuckoo. She had to get out when she was 17, and she was able to change her life, but sometimes the child itself may develop psychological issues. The child itself may become psychotic because it's all it knows. It's going to surround itself by the people they know, and that's not good either. So another thing is alcohol, which is also a major thing that goes around that people have no idea. They come home and they're drinking the wine. Next thing you know, one wine turns into 3 glasses of wine. It's, your child sees that and he's gonna think, it's okay for me to just, have a drink or two. It's okay for me to just drink. My mom does it all the time. That child is automatically acting out the way you're acting out. So, if he's at school, he's not getting the attention he wants at home, he's gonna find it in school. He's gonna go out, he's gonna beat some kids up because he's so angry at you. The child will find their way. A lack of parental care as well is a major thing. The mom may be too busy, the dad may be too busy, he doesn't really show the child any care or attention. It's hard for kids out there. That can really cause a child to just not physically and developmentally grow as a child. You're not exercising his brain, you're not showing him the love and the attention that he needs. Another thing too is material deficiencies. Again, with the toy thing, if you don't have toys for your child, how is he supposed to grow? How is he supposed to exercise his brain? He's not gonna know, oh, I'm gonna say my ABCs. He's gonna learn that in school, yeah, but you gotta exercise those things at home too. Some people may not afford to, so interact with your child. It's really not that difficult. Another thing is an excess in material things. Now, this one may seem contradicting to the one previous, but if you give a child too many things, he's gonna be like, you know what? Nothing is of importance. I don't know the value of a dollar because hell, everything is given to me. You know, they don't understand the meaning of anything. You can't lavish a child with things because love is what they need at this age. They don't need toys. They don't need a room full of toys, a closet full of clothes. The heck do children need that for? They need love. I can relate to this because, hell, when I was young, I grew up in the city, born and raised. My parents both had businesses. You know, I had a car take me to and from school, had a Russian nanny who freaking farted all the time, who spoke to me in like a language that I didn't even know. I was so confused. I was like, who is this lady? So then I never saw my parents. You know, I never did. They just were like, okay, here's some money to go shopping. Here's some money to go out with your friends. Here you go. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I need my mom. You know, like I need my dad. I don't need this. You know. Sorry. So all in all, you know, don't do this to your child because it means a lot to me. Wow. When I was 16, I didn't really connect with my parents. I moved out, went on my own, and you know, I'm pretty happy with the way I came a long way. You know, I